All right. Hello. Welcome to this time frame that we share in this moment in the time space of the movement. This is imagining I have a beautiful dress and I'm just one day uh, they took our uniforms to use at work and they keep changing. Well, they was a new manager. Is a new manager. I have a problem with this manager. So where should I start? I mean, look, we have so many options in this world. With the word of the week is Monday, 11th of May, 2026. I have a problem with the manager in my store. Everything I get to know everything about the industry and how it multiplies through chains at the same time. It's working in McDonald's as well. Doesn't matter how much education you have or university degrees, you'll get the answer if you get into the problem. And that's the solution as well. You gotta love the problem. We gotta pick our problems first. If we can, if we have the luxury of picking our problems, that's already the solution. Some problems are like dealing with my manager. Why? Because that's how I have extra money to send to my children. I don't pay food or because I go and pick it up. I could take 3 hours walking, but it will help me just stretch myself and move my pelvis when I walk and enjoy the beautiful nature. Ah, yes. But I take 5 hours because I talk with everyone in the way and trying to get some post production. It would be beautiful to have a work in the site. Besides investing on people, really, I heard this before, but I hear this again. But we still have these human sides of us, don't we? We're not yet on the superhuman, or how would you to say, like an X-Men, a mutant, because you're having the syrup. Come on, I don't take drugs. I'm not against drugs. I have taken some, and I just kind of like, I don't feel it. I don't, I can feel more, of course, more clarity. Do I need more clarity? Coffee helps. So I'm just descending to the problem back again. And yes, I do have a problem with my manager. Would you like me to tell you from my weakness so you can use it against me? Or why would you like me to go down to write to you about a character that makes you feel so powerful from the underworld? Well, I've been thinking, but if you really go into the future, you might say, what better academy than Jordan Peterson's academy? But if I will multiply it throughout all the world, having a percentage to educate the evolving countries, why, unless you are working with evolving countries with universal coin, you have to pay, you have to value, you have to sweat. That's the only way to to get your values so they work by themselves without having to think about it or experiencing. Well, I would call it the River Jordan Academy. Yes, maybe the green return and the River Jordan has more water. But for that, it needs to rain. Yeah, I have rehearsed that line in my mind, as most of them. It's not that I'm done loading it, right? So fuck off. Make your own script. This is a book I brought in 2005, 1 year before starting to role play on the first generation of virtual reality. They were already role playing before. I've lost so many things. My mother lost her meditation center, but the young lad who was taking care of it rescued a few suitcases with my books or photographies. I mean, everything was wiped off. All the books from Osho that we brought from India. We had to let go of our clothes from winter and have a winter without winter clothes. My mother never went to ask for help to social workers. I mean, she's very smart. I would have never done that if I knew. Well, what did I know? It was good to go down to get to know the feel of the ones who are in the underworlds of society. It helped for my character. That's my main character. Sticks. So I am here to give you my share from role play and virtual reality, all right? Unless you want to watch TV or be listening to podcasters, but this will help you also in your real life, in the real world, as we get maxing, which is, by the way, the word of the week from the insights. The first week of the month had a lot of transition from last week. So it got to be half week from the other months and half week of this month. So this month has no transition. It will be just like, papa. Yeah. It will be just like slamming a door and entering into the next room or in the corridor, right? I'm speaking many years. So you get that mapping from the multiverse. Time, space, and what the fuck is your character gonna do with all this group of people, or you wanna be with them because they are your group all the time together in the same scenario? No, that's not how it works. It used to be monkey see, monkey do. Oh, he told me to recharge my headsets. All right. I have been maxing my voice to listen to it with the headphones. I was gonna maxing my visuals. Just why do I need to see? I need to see beyond the camera where I have my daughter Alice in the wall. And that's my world. My children. Alice, Lois, Stain, David, Devi, Andrea. My children, your children. All right, so get ready because this is not the Epstein files, right? You need to have a hard on, yeah? A hard drive, right? To stick with your play. So I cannot be acting anymore for you. Of course, I had to put Tucker Carlson's shirt for a moment and get to feel the experience when I watch Joe Rogan and now Jordan Peterson is back. That's great. We can hate each other again better. From the female to the masculine with some rules to enhance the workforce in this system. So we have entered this month, right? I'm listening to people and it's like, okay, you like the word anchor, anchor. I hear anchor, 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 but it's not like, yeah, I like the word anchor. Like the meaning of anchor. Just say it to me, full sentence, man. I need to hear what you really want to work with this word, do a magic spell. Are we understanding each other? I want you to select your words. I need you to work your mind to have your priority on what word have you chosen to deal with these values. Now, what are we talking about? That's the point. Sharpen your skills. Look globally. This is the fourth dimension. Now, we didn't talk about the fifth, the sixth, the eighth. We have this, but still, I need to talk in the private about that because that's a little bit too much. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not too much, right? Maybe it's not that of a breakthrough from the orthodox. Relax, relax. Okay, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna keep to your orthodoxy because we all need that as well. Whatever your feel is your favorite trait to keep your orthodoxy and your sharpen your character trait spiritually, narcissistically, and empathically. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's from cognitive or from understanding, or maybe you get 3 seconds later you're not feeling your own skin. Like what? You get because I'm not an empath. I say I'm not an empath. Oh, oh, oh. You want me to be what? An ultra empath? Woo! Let's go! Woo! Jump into the abyss for you, baby. All for you. There goes the empath. I got you my world for you. Now you can rule for me. All right. What happens is that, of course, if you remember your past lives, you're like, fuck, I was not an empath. I was in such a belief. I really believed that my pain and my love and my all this was just maybe survival, learn to give. You are selfless. It's not really that you really want to be a woman or you really want to be generous, but it's been like that through all our history. We had to work together. So it doesn't matter how rich you are. You would still have to hire empaths to work around you to create a good aura. But a good aura is not good enough to protect you with royal guards or security. That's another type of guardianship. We would have monks that would guard as well, emperors with meditation, maximizing your surrounding. Not just for the look that you have so much security, they do have an energy and a silent prestige which mark your spatial power, represent you as well, of course. But they do also have a silence and spiritual core where they all belong together. For you, as you for them. I will remember that when I die. I was just once just thank them all really. Not that they knew me, but being alone for so long, trapped in a tower, being a nobody, really, thinking that I could have been a queen, broken-hearted from all the betrayals, but I was somebody to all of them, at least. This trauma from many lives. I was somebody to them. So, aren't we all somebody? Hmm? Aren't we all somebody for you as well? Hmm? I'm not trying to convince you. Just think. Think. It's not that you need to think if you have higher empaths or guardians, security, high security, or your people, where you represent for them as well. Study your people as well. Not everyone can play the universal card as well as I do, of course, but you must know that you also have empathic. It's part of your psychic that it can be corroded, it can be rotten, it can just be distorted, that it can be delusional or based on escapism, eventually, again and again. Uh, you reach better heights, and at the same time, you know how to do the landing. So you know how much power you get your heights, you know as well how much deep you're gonna get, and you're like, you know that. Drug addicts know that. People that work with power know that. Don't believe it. Oh yeah, there you go. Enhancing and maximizing is the word that we from your inside, right? So it's not the cover. It's not the cover. As a role player, you must understand as an actor, a director, a person from the multimedia, or you're working your role, or you belong to a certain archetype when you go in the public domain. You know what you represent, whom you are. I mean, I can just dye my hair and just change my characteristics. But I love what God has given me, and perhaps I have been throughout many lives on this side of the world, or some particular life. My parents too. It's just tuned with it immediately to be back as a Spaniard. And well, a woman. Jordan Peterson talking about Nietzsche. Nietzsche. Because he. Rules. I'm going to give you some rules for that. You talk about he and she, right? Before going scripted. Mister, I hope on this chapter, not episode, I don't want another episode, we go lighter, all right? I'm very glad that he's back. He likes his ratings. That's the only addiction he has, all right? Anchor, is that really a word that here from the dictionary? A person or thing which provides stability or confidence in an otherwise uncertain situation, or wavy, like in the shore, right? The shore of the ocean, you know, in the piers. Okay. chiefly from the American anchorman or anchorwoman. He signed off after 19 years as a CBS News anchor. Whoa, that reminds me of Tucker Carlson. His father was a journalist, I believe, also worked in Russia or knew about that section of the world. Interesting. Chiefly from North America, present and coordinate a television or radio program. She anchored a television documentary series in the early 1980s. Well, in Spanish, an ancla, you know, it's like you just stick there, right? Hang out in there. It's a different meaning in Spanish. So it happens also in the multiverse. You have different characters. You know what the word means, but doesn't really ring to you because you're still Spanish or you're still from this part of the verse with this character. At that moment, you're thinking in character, within the intelligence of the character. You have modified to enter study the character, and you will not think out of the character unless you're a selfish person that's starting to explore virtual reality. Okay, Mark? I'm going to teach your daughter how to play the sirens when she grows up. Not, not a mermaid. Oh. Okay, it's good to sing like the sirens, but they're dark. In Greek mythology, they are dark. The Nordic mermaids for Walt Disney have a different meaning, more or less. They just give their voice to go with the prince for some legs. Why would you do that, white woman? All right, they want me to sing. I'm like, I sing in the store when I have customer from India. I grew up there. That was the song that was all over it. What's in your mind? Well, just had to sing it so we get rid of the song. Sing. So, it's what role players would do. Sing to the eternity. Sing. All the stories come. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Just you stick to the line. You pick the line from the other and you follow your fucking line. That's your part of the puzzle, your imagination, your storyline. That is your theme, what you represent. And maybe there is something that has an affinity. All right, fuck your right and fuck your left. All right, I'm dyslexic. Don't put me here or there or lie. They're like, oh yeah, you want to go to the parallel universe or to the verse of gaslight? You're not doing that with me, mister. I'm not a white woman. First of all. And yes, I am a globalist. I'm a bit just here trying to talk to everyone at the same time as you do to certain people that follow you. Now, this is how it works. You might like some people like the Jews, some people like the Arab, some people like both. If you're dyslexic, you would just like both, but at the same time be a little bit like hanging in the air, maximizing like a balloon flowing without, just without limits really. Popping in and popping out. That reminds me of a dream. I woke up with, wow, man, I dreamed with Elon Musk again. I've just deleted everything to not see him, but keeps popping in the news. So I'm like, okay, So cute, so handsome. It's difficult, It's very difficult. You need to just get rid of these people in your mind. All right. And then I also dream with the wife of Bezos, Laura. Max, and this was like Elon Musk was trying to make me come back to, but it's like yeah, of course, Maxine. I love her figure. The problem is that her dress was having one hanging down, but I think the painting had one up. The Met Gala is made for artists initially, actors, musicians, people of New York City. So then some people have been acting all their lives. So it's not like, yeah, I want to be a put on a costume when you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s. So coming like yourself is a piece of art already. Then Laura, it's just in my dream I was so positive. Though when I just woke up because she was getting throughout my eyes, like, 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 why are you saying that to me? She was saying to me, why are you saying that to me? It was like she was very worried for what people think about her. And I said, no, I've read all these things in your comments. In her eyes, I was like, no, no, bitch, I don't care if you're famous. All right? I'm not here because I want to be famous because you're famous. I was like, this is not real. Anyways, it's just a feeling. I don't know. I dream, and I was also floating. I was like, come on, you can, it's just follow the wind, and then the wind was taking me away far, and I can turn back, and I fly so many times just by myself. No airplane, no spaceship. And they were saying, you see, follow the wind. And there she goes. Woo! Yeah, that's like crazy, man. With you have no station to go. You can pilot yourself with the wind just like that. And I was like, yeah, God, I don't know how it works, but. And suddenly it was like, I didn't see it, but they went boom in another scenario in the dream. I was like, okay, I'm here. And there was again, Elon disappeared. It seemed like he pulled me down. I don't know, because I really couldn't. But in the next second, I was. It's all a projection in the mind when you're dreaming. Some dreams, if you're just watching, that you're not really there, and it's more real. It's more real, right? When you're just a witness. I'm so involved. These are things that I see online. So just think about it, stays in my mind, and then its own intelligence starts to form in the dreams. And it seemed like maybe Elon Musk wanted me to talk with her. I was really on another space. Um, and I was like, yeah, I really like you. And this had nothing to do with moxing, but the way you love yourself and take care of yourself. And but then her eyes were a bit like that. She was still looking at me deeply, like something was disturbing. It's like they don't see me. Like what you see, they don't see me who I am. And I don't get it. What does it see? In my dream, I couldn't see where it was judgment, social judgment, right? It's nothing wrong. It's beautiful. What else? I woke up because that was like a response, like let's just pop out, and there was no pop really. Nobody, nothing, just pushing me. just myself, dreaming and awake. And I better go out and make my walk. Whoever is in my dreams, thank you for waking me up. Whew. And it's so much love when I meet Elon. And yeah, there was a bit of conversation there. And he wanted to enhance his dick, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna enhance my pussy as well. I'm gonna make it like a toaster." And they changed the conversation because it seemed like he wanted to go somewhere with the conversation. I was like, God, these people lack imagination. I guess they're not really. You can do anything in your dreams. Come on, let's get psychedelic. You know, these people don't role play. They just go on monologue automatic. Where you put them on X, on business, follow the narrative, let others follow you. You will see that in the multiverse as well when you enter for the first 5-7 years. You need to create your character. You need to do, and you will see there's a nature in most of us who needs to empower itself. Oh, if I was this character, what character would you pick if you start role playing? In virtual, which character? You will just pick powerful characters, right? Because everyone needs to maximize, get maxing, man. I maximum power, man. Many women just start with love and beauty, Venus, these characters. I was like, God, really, you really, really wish to be wherever you want? Like Jeff said. Jeff is a homeless drug addict. I'm trying to kick out this woman from the neighborhood so he gets a home. And he said, yeah, in the multiverse you can be whatever you want. And I was like, yes. That's the key. You can be whatever you want. Now in real life, you gotta suck it up, man. You cannot put a toaster there. Maybe, maybe the people that like children, I wanna change people's sexes will getting to that new fetish. It's like, hey, toaster, you can just use me whenever you want when you get toasty. Just being nice. You can change all that just with jokes, They will say, yeah, that's so funny. Because there's a lot of tension there for them. Just think about it. Just think in first person. We fought already for the multiverse how to work with children, and we have a lot to work there for healing on the chain, the reaction chain of those who've been raped and still believe in pedophilia because they have a little dick or they are afraid of women or they just need innocence because they think they only want them for money, and children just bring you back to that time when you were a little kid, but now you're an adult. All right. They are beliefs, man. They're real beliefs. You gotta go through all the beliefs to understand what love is. But Nietzsche died with so much hatred that he himself became. When you hate God so much, and you hate Christians so much, and you call them names without understanding what's to have devotion and give yourself and surrender. When you yourself are envious, because they were the people who had worked for many generations, and say thank you. Thank you for this food. Thank you for this shelter. With gratefulness to have more and more without having to destroy everything. I know of Nietzsche from Osho. Never read his books. Also from my boyfriend of New York City. I never call them ex. I find that especially when you never separated with hatred or especially. I could call an ex somebody that I met in X. So, ah, um, we don't really have anything like, yeah, about to have something, but oh, so ashamed, so afraid. Shrink. You go play your mail. Oh, yeah. So afraid of being watched. Oh, you never have hackers watching you. You're not built for entertainment, just for the public, the average public. And sales marketing. What are you going to market there? Are you going to use that word? Go maxing, all right? Just go maxing. For those who work in journalism, just say an ace, but it's not an ace reality, right? In ace reality, we're not talking about NA's reality. NA's reality is when you're using the glasses and you have another screen within the real world, and you have an NA's reality that's connected to where you are walking as well with information there, which is quite amazing. Um, uh, uh, we'll find that synonymous because in maximizing is maxing a fashion word from this generation. Now the problem is you max yourself, become taller, become more muscular. Then you also have to enhance your dick and your face. You have to enhance everything and your fingers as well. No matter doesn't matter you put bigger shoes. You have to stretch your toes and your just I think I'm just saying you don't need much of a anything just to be loved, really. It is good to it is good to love your body, feel the oxygen, to enhance your body. It gives a empowerment, a sexual empowerment. But if you're too stiff with too many muscles, you lose flexibility. That doesn't make you a very good lover. You really want to flow with somebody and just grip on certain places between the bones. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of techniques for that. I mean, I don't know if I should say to my daughter massage. She wants to study massage. I say, well, just study what you love, but don't study massage. Don't study yoga. Do that if you like it. I will teach you. It's just it is good to be healthy, but it's you end up like you're so beautiful. Can't do that, man. It's criminal. It's criminal. Everyone should learn massage. It's something that you need to be in order to be a therapist in the it used to be called the multi university. They are from in India. Osho had it quite defined. It was called like that. When he died, they call it a resort of meditation because they became mediocre self marketing for the. They lost it. They lost the magic of being original. Oh well, everything went down. They gave away meditation for family constellation. Most of the therapists, the best they continue doing the Osho meditations. That's to go back to that silence and that core. When you hate God and say He's dead, or that he doesn't exist, that you have to come to that realization. Osho said, he was a professor in the University of Philosophy, all right? Which is a guru. He don't want to be known as a guru, right? Or a master. Before he died, and I was there in India, he wanted to just be remembered as a friend. A very lucky friend who was so lucky to have so many friends. Lovely people, something like that. So that's how he said it in his own words. If Nietzsche is saying that God is dead, he's already that God exists. God has existed. That is his narrative, all right? So you can dance from one side to the other. I can tell you in his name that he hated all those people and Christians. He loved to fuck everyone and have his money, his children, break the family shit just to follow his dick. And he was God. In other words, that was his revenge. Sir, market yourself, break lines and make them yours. Do that all the time. You just take these lines, break them down, put them there. Sincerely coming to your heart. You don't trust in the power of God, you're fucked. You're gonna play with your elements, and you're gonna be fighting your own demons. You want to fight with demons? Remain present. If you don't want to be consumed by demons, or play by demons, or have a demon possess you, if you don't want the devil, Satan, or the whole elite, or what else? A ghetto, little demon, a djinn. You just know who you are and remain present, remain silent. I have prayed. Sometimes I have been in a panic where I swear by God, I can be very good skill with my body to physical confrontation. Because I get in certain situations, and it's part of it. Gotta deal with it, right? And no matter what you say, and you pop with all the adrenaline and that, or physical fight, I have also stood in silence. And if you think you can't be yourself because you feel you're gonna lose yourself, I don't even know. I don't even remember the full Our Father, or in Spanish we say it the Rosary. Um, I invoke a Holy Mary in my mind. You know, so, there's a sentence I say. You have your own prayer, right? You have your own prayer. I just go, Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores. Save us, at the hour of death and here. So it has like a deathful beyond realm. It says Holy Mary he will welcome you when you die as well. Like the river stick. She will be there just like, hey, it's divine. Or Padre Nuestro, because whatever comes first depends. I don't know why. It's just automatic. But I grew up with this. And I firmly have miraculous change of shape in a second. I really need to. So I do play with demons so they come to the light and they can see themselves, take consciousness on that second. So there are many tricks. There's so many tricks, you know. If you play with tricks, that's how prostitutes call their customers, all right? They call them tricks. But if you play with tricks, you gotta know, you know. If there are many tricks also in therapy, in role play therapy, as a system of therapy, especially undercover therapies, mind tricks. And I also made tricks myself. I just invent tricks. Sometimes after the adrenaline has rushed away, and like 3 days later, I'm like, wow, that was good. Where do you get this? Made it up. Sometimes I think I made it up. Sometimes I didn't made it up. It was already done, but just got that information. And make a countdown. Count down, because if you're counting up, there's already an expectation. You're counting from 1 to 10. So you're starting 1 and they already expect 10 when you say, but this I analyzed it later, right? But I thought very quickly then, count to 10, but I already give him the 10 because it's over. I'm going to count to 10. And the person is already, because the people want to win. People want to win even in real life. It doesn't matter for what, for the lamp, for this, for your shoes, for anything, because they want to do it, because they want to do it, because they're gonna play. They want to get money, they want to get drugs, they want to get a house, they want to get power, they want to get fame. They want to play, and they will use you unless you have team up with them. So you're like friend, enemy, life, death. It's like catching the war, no, don't catch it. Got it. The best place, catch the ball, man. In role play, you catch the line and you respond with the line. In certain case scenario, if you have the whole people in UK coming out of a lockdown, and you are so good, like what happened with Boris Johnson, he became so good, so empowered, such a good speech man. I don't care what you say or you judge about him. People were upset, angry. They felt insulted. Oh, I was like, oh my God, all this drama thanks to Keir Starmer. But they had the greatest, because Keir Starmer had Boris Johnson. So Boris Johnson would even honor Keir Starmer. He would say, that's because I have a good opponent. I miss those speeches. That was my thing. So people become more angry and resentful because they see you standing so powerful in your glory, and that was the right moment in the wrong time. Because people were criminal, man. You ate a fucking sandwich when we were all locked down. We couldn't eat together. That was, if you really think about it, that's what happened. Not only that, all his team dancing and dancing. The young people dancing. They were just dancing in Christmas. That was beautiful. I was like, Jolly and where was they put the name of these two a bit tipsy there. The totally Western world, the Tories. Fantastic. I grew up in the very top of this world with Pride Driver, going to the School of the Prince in the mid 80s, the Prince of Spain, with artists as well, intellectuals. It's the matter. Then I was like, fuck, that's it. Not as far as some people. Let's try to do something about it. Let's get that maxing. But if you really think to anchor, where would you put that? In what case scenario? Worst case scenario, best case scenario, on, on a scenario that's a corridor, exteriors, interiors. You want to put you want to put me with a ring here and just a chain to anchor. What do you want? You want to say, "Oh, you are this. You're like that. Oh, I cannot control you, but I want to help you. But I don't know. Like I, I want you to say what I'm telling you." Yeah, I like to be directed, and I am not here really to be an actor. I'm here to show you what is role play about in virtual reality. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, it's so easy to, It's like, yeah, I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna make a bunker and put all my uh, computer engineers to figure out what is all this. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get the part of the formula ourselves. So we own it all with all our allies. The metaverse and the GPT-3 that used to be OpenAI. Dear, this so I love it. They have put scripts with color papers already. Huh? I remember I made 4 scripts in New York City. And my father had a school of cinema in Caracas, Estudio de Altos, Escuela de Altos Estudios Cinematográficos in Chacao with the actors of Por Estas Calles. Just grew up with him. Suddenly, as a child, my father would be in the middle of the floor taking pictures to the palm tree. My mother would be, where's Arthur? And would just look down, and he's there in the floor, laying down next to the trunk, thinking things like that. When you grow up with artists, it's director, scriptwriter, everything for him was for society. What his movies were for society, to bring through poetry. He moved to politics and resent that pretty much to my mother, because my mother, they had a fight when I was 22. When I was nearly mature, when I'm 26, you will be more mature by I think. I think maturity comes from childhood sometimes. So I think I had to be the father of the house. Little girl, first daughter, telling these adults, when I learned to talk, I was very introverted, so it was a bit more like, God, these people are like, they carry so much weight. They're like monsters. Why are they so agitated? Like carrying all these power trips. My father would make everyone laugh. I got a lot of things from my father and mother. Knock woods. Good luck, man. I could also make people laugh in the floor. My father did. I grew up with people in the floor also, like shouting, "Stop, stop, this hurts my belly." And they would just be like curving and like, no, no. And he had, after receiving this award of Best South American movie in New York City. He was so happy. He was like, what more? He received more awards. So I had this sort of like victorious feel growing up. And then he started to become more spiritual and wrote a book of the what would the Bible be today. So he made like a translation for the days of today as a free thinker. And that's when my mother kind of needed some space. But he always thanked my father because thanks to him, she went to India. She would have never gone before. He was the one who introduced her to the spiritual world. So yeah, I think they were together as lives as well as friends and I with different stands. I guess you can also be with people that you never met and have a family because just from far away for a certain reason. You would like to just narrow down with the proposal that you have done consciously already in the real world alive to continue it, not just from a spiritual nonsense. Because in the real world, you have a heavy true matter, and it's heavy. Right? These values that carry, it's not like the black matter or the ethereal matter, the intellectual air, the gravity of the values. Yeah, it's not. You gotta catch the ball in all its dimensions and get the feel of it, letting it go as well for others. We cannot maximize, I thought, without having a multiplication. Not like an infection that's multiplying, an epidemic from a virulent. Some people do believe that we create more resilience by having a body that's creating a higher pedigree of uh, defense mechanism that becomes most as well as ambassadors of a positive swing to convince the bacteria to be part of the system if it wants to be glamorous and belong. Because the bacteria, the virus doesn't understand that. The virus comes in the body, it's like, I have a body of my own. So you get that. I was trained in my teenagers with a CIA, from a CIA. I was trained as a teenager. He was a bodyguard. He was a guard just in the door of the ashram, the Murti University of Usha in India. And he would teach me. And I said, well, what would you do to these people? Because they believe in all these viruses. They want to give like so many, I don't know, 18 viruses so the people enhance their consciousness. These are scientists believe. Study the science. All right. So you go in the multiverse and believe anything from any side of the verse. It has its own science. All right. Doesn't have to be necessarily this way. He said, well, talking to each other, we might understand. Yeah. Just by talking like friends do. I said, well, perfect. I had to let go some dirty jokes. That of course they're fantasies, they're dark fantasies. Of course I will do it in reality. Who don't like? I mean, you give me a red room. Hello. Of course I will have to torture somebody that deserves to be tortured in a red room in the darknet. Like, I mean, if it's legal, you would make it legal. It's not legal. It's not legal. So But if I could, I would. Being legal, right? Of course, I was joking. It's like, wait, people take things so seriously. It's like, really? We need some scandalous, like, affection as well. Don't you want to, as well, have some empathy in your defense mechanism to relate to this world? In the name of the living and human evolution, to multiply and enhance, maximize their ability to interact, role play, talk about values. Hey, we're being nice. Bad, we're nice. Yeah, talking console. All right. You have your time frame, moments. We have our movements. You have your movement. We have this movement. We have these values. Here go the tech from the Silicon. Now they are the US team. Yeah, we're gonna take them with the crypto. It's not centralized. All the digitals are all US. They multiply in all their states already. Don't give them an year. They're already done in a few months. But Europe still with their convention and protocols because we should, and because of you and I and we and lose. Just do what you gotta do. But Europe is in the middle of a war. America invested on this war. Trump or Biden was America who invested on this war with Russia and perhaps my soul as well. I do have a memory that I don't know where I got this memory from, all right? It seems that I was there like a ghost, the spirit. I have many other spirits saying friend as well, friend, but other spirit. Because we died together again and we're like, ha ha ha, again, I'll see you. Your imagination, but this felt very real. I was giving light through my hands. I pray so much to Holy Mary, decades in jail in a tower. But I really believe to not be crazy, judge of being crazy, right? Not in a mental house because I was supposed to be something from family. So they had enough luxury to have me there. And just food. To have prayed 5 decades or 45 years. Holy Mary near the window. So in the moment of death, I became Holy Mary. The image mirrored to bring that salvation in mortality. Because that after wanting to have so much power from your family because you own it, whatever, all these things that you might or you might not, you still have that cast that to pray for immortality. Wow, metaphysics. Those times were not called like that, but so you get that by with the prayer. And there are many women who have done that as well. Holy Mary has been transmitted through many women that have died in the same frustrated situation, just praying. There is a mirroring the I don't know how it happens, all right? Maybe she just sucks you in her entity and you portal that to give. It's just switch. It swaps. And I do have a memory. That can be delusional as well, of course. We have the right to doubt. Call me crazy, call me not. You judge on me. What I want you to know is that we do have a certain power if you really give yourself beyond it. Sometimes it happens because we, we don't have that, so we just go beyond it because we have nothing else but that to go for. Not everyone on jail does that because they're very stuck in their own ego, their own uh, reason to be. They are what they did, yeah. But when you pray and you go beyond yourself, creates another sort of like divine glory through. That's something you have to seek for. You cannot just go to a therapist, pay some thousands of dollars for spiritual retreat, or because some family member is a priest or a nun, and you go to the monastery to have spiritual retreat 1 week aside from society. It's infancy. If you've been a seeker and gave yourself, it is your free will that gives yourself to that. There is no other spark of light within you that is not yours, but it parts from there as well, right? And that's maxing yourself too. And that is the higher intelligence that belongs to the mysteries of God, of the world, of our shared intelligence. I have memories that are funny. Can be true, can be not true. Let's keep maxing. I like to hear your story. Next week is the cover and it's multiplying for all this at the same time. I will study about anchor maybe in another case scenario. I like to see the frame for that, the vibe, landing. I just love to hear Jordan Peterson as much I could just like now he's on a revenge mode. Of course, I am Carol. You don't want to belong to any chat group. Like I hate my chat group from work. Now I hate it so much that my manager deleted everyone, and she's herself alone, where we have to listen to her. And I'm like, could you send her to jail already for all her text messages? Like nobody wants to sue her because it's just so pathetic. Like, it's doing evil shit on behind my back, talking to the places I go, making me look as if I am crazy or a problem. But they already know. They already know. She's a liar and a thief. There's nothing that can take me away. Because I came here to be as crazy as I want, bitch. You are not my pimp, alright? So pimp that if you want. Not even prostitutes will work that, really. No matter how much you pay them. You can't just do a golden shower, ask people to just like just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they are pro. They're pro. No, all S&M will do a shower. You just don't go there and say, "Hey, I want a shower." You also gotta say golden shower. The one is scripted, unprecedented. It's a rain of light. It's different. It's a rain of light and abundance, where all the animal kingdom and the green, The deserts are not deserts anymore. Some deserts we need, yeah, but come on. Just look at the River Jordan, how what it used to be. Go there, check it out. It's just a little water there. I was there and I was, oh God, what if sticks ended up like the River Jordan? This, no Jesus would have been baptized. There would have not been any St. Francis. Okay, just supposing if you are in the future, back in the future, like Jordan Peterson Academy, just imagine the River Jordan Academy. Why? Because you have to rain through. Where you get the river? All right. So don't hate me for that. You want your golden shower? Just don't even bring it to my imagination. Okay, I brought it to my imagination. It's true. Nobody said that. All right. I'm just talking to myself. All right. Is maxing or enhacing? Any other synonymous in this landing? What is maxing for you? We have 1 week. Is the 11th of May, 3:11 p.m. here. Keep it on. Catch the line. Throw yours. What matters most? Priority. Numero uno. We'll get that anchor. Well, just tell that to the river. Come here and dive with me. Go deep. Roll. Roll. Let it roll. Get up in the shore. Get up. In your knees. Go in the lands. All the lands, if you want. If you can, let the children go. The teenagers explore. I'm tired of traveling. I'm stable. I'm already stable. Trust me. Only a person that's been so stable could do this. All right? Not even the king of United Kingdom would be as stable as me to do my role. And that's what you need as well to feel that creativity going through you, that rain from the beyond. Whatever is God, whatever is an higher authority, pray to it, sing to it, let it rain. Pray, sing to the rain, dance to the rain. Become a channel to let it rain through you. And maybe we can meet in the River Jordan sometime or have a multiplying. Just throw an idea. It's like, I'm gonna have the Patricia Placentia multi-university. Step down on everyone I've studied. Never thought about this. I just made that line, but my character, my narcissistic character traits are just an ace right now. I'm so like, ooh, maxing myself. All right. Patricia Placencia multiverse. Like, no, that's for him, for for me. You're just a Holy Ghost. You're here to enhance me because I'm a man. like, like really, like this. Nietzsche's dead, man. What the fuck? Really? Talk about all our old plays. What's happening right now? Rules. Of course, there are rules. We can talk about rules. We can talk about the rules of the multiverse. We can talk openly about that if you like. Open your imagination. But I was so trapped that my only joy without TV, without radio, without people that you hate, it's like you hate people so much you don't even want to rule for them. You're like, no! too ahead. I'm too ahead. I'm too ahead in the future to be your queen. No, no, you're crazy. You're crazy. You kill each other to rule. I didn't say monkey see who wants to rule to monkey see, monkey do. Or we can all just be free together. It was just bing, you are going to be a queen. And what the fuck? Like, for these people now. Give me a break. You're lazy, you're lazy. It's like, no, it's not that I hate you that much. It's sort of like, it's like, what am I going to do with you? Killing each other to be a better Neath. Putting all this just to go to see who is more heroic. We're losing your life for that. I wanted people to. It's just, it's the way it's been done. Look, there is energy in this place of the castles thanks to all these people. That you give them jobs to for what? All right. So call me crazy if you want. I'm explaining you that you need to break through yourself. Not me. I have broken through myself way too many times, Mister. You know who you are. All right. There's no darkness to talk about, no weakness. Craziness is beautiful. I have studied all the madness for all my characters. That's what gives them the delicious embrace to our human side and enhance the madness of most of my characters. Thanks to my husband, I have studied psychiatry and I got to enjoy for just really we are so frustrated with to be so perfect, so nice, so behaved. A little bit of like, yes, so what? Just be a good person. Are you gonna meet guys? Like really? Whoa, it's like why not? After all, I have hosted this party. Yes, I'm well connected. No, I was not talking on myself. Of course, I was talking on the person that gave this connection. I've connected him, and this is all a role play. What role players do. Oh, you want me to sing? Well, another time. All right, just need to tune better for that. Um, for maximizing, we also need to. We will explore this week what is minimizing. Becoming softy, breathe deep, your energy that you build up within you that will make you more of a man. Don't give your sperm so easily, all right? Unless you're Elon Musk and you want more kids. But hey, in a tantric form of picking, don't 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 relieve yourself so much. Don't ejaculate so much. When you do, it has to be great, totally. You gotta fight to have it, right? In the same way, people metaphorically, as you do, as you do, go on your knees and pray, holding to that podium and just stand there for them as you feel that back. You can feel that back as well. Is a spiritual, psychic, or psychedelic. You can have a meltdown if it's too much. Just relax, minimize, breathe it in, let it slowly build within. We're talking for within in this week as well. There we go. Just be yourself. Bye, 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 bye. It would be wonderful that you guys have met, really. I will be with my teenagers, I guess. That's what I hope that praying, or I do it, or I just maximize breakthrough my own self, just to be able to bring them and have everything is wrong. Bye. Let's make it right.